Okay, so I started cutting, I guess we're going to call it a barrel. It's not a bearing, but I'm going to call it a barrel. It's going to be part of the steering system that I'm building for it. And did the measurements. I want 5/8, 2 5/8 on each side, which equals 1 3/16 total for between the axle and the frame. And I made this little jig to make sure I'm at 5/8. And I cut a little bit extra over because I plan on sanding it or grinding it flush, so these two ends will meet up flush and the centerpiece will be gone. I used the cutting wheel and the bench vise. So I'm gonna get that finished up. Probably the next part I'll be have it welded up and let you see what it final looks like. Well, alright, I just said I was gonna do weld it up and then show it, but I decided to show it put together, bolted together, prepped, ready for welding. I got the little valley for weld the set in, better penetration. So here's the pieces that puts it together. I welded a nut to a washer, which fits down in here. This is the piece, I called it a barrel. That's the piece that the washer will set and nut will set down in. This washer sets on top with a frame. This is actually a frame piece that will be welded on. And then this bolt goes up underneath there all the way through. We'll cut it down to size so it'll bolt all the way up to the axle, touch the axle, and that should be good. Next step is I'm going to weld this down to this barrel, the washer down to the barrel, and then I'll be welding the axle on. And then to weld the frame and then install the bolt. Alright, so this is what I came up with for steering. It's not all done yet. I'm going to cut down that bolt, weld the axle to these slots that's on there. But I wanted to give you a look-see what it looks like in the rough.